is Portugal still the place to go? Meaning, is Portugal still the place where you should retire, where you should start a new life?
I'm walking here, just had a little run in the rural area of Portugal, near Caldas, where we live now. And I must say it's very quiet here. Now the sun is shining. I think it's about 17 degrees. And it's very hilly. Yes, so I want to talk a little bit about our stay here in Portugal. We live here now almost 2 years. So first in Tomar and now in a little village near Caldas. And now it's hilly, eh? I have mixed feelings after 2 years. We live in now a big house. We rent it from the 1st of October, but there are a lot of mold problems at this moment. A lot of condensation issues, mold spots everywhere, on the ceiling, on the walls, and well, it seems that we have to live with it a little bit, and I hope there are some solutions, because that is not nice. I'm not used to live in a house with a lot of mold spots everywhere. So and also the electricity capacity of the house is not so great. We have to power up the capacity, or what is the term in English? Because when we use 2 different electric devices, we don't have any electricity anymore. So we cannot use the oven together with, for instance, a stove. So that's also a little bit annoying. But okay, they say you have to learn to downsize when you come, from instance, from Belgium to Portugal. You have to learn to downsize. And indeed, that is very necessary to adapt to the standard of this country. But anyway, this electricity problem must be solved as soon as possible, of course. Living here in the, what they say sometimes, the boonies, it has its pros and its cons. It's very quiet. You don't hear any dogs barking, and that is very unusual here in Portugal. When you come home from Caldas, for instance, it's very quiet. You really come home, so that's a good thing. But we really need more social contacts. After 14 days that we live here now, we feel okay, we have to socialize a little bit more. Therefore, we go to Caldas, and we posted also a kind of oproep in Dutch, saying hello, we are new here and we like to meet people, we like to mingle, we like to play tennis, we like to drink, we like to eat dinner with other people. So this is the phase where we are in right now. And okay, I'm on the top of the hill And as you can see, it's very quiet and green. So I'm gonna move back to the home where my love is painting right now, I suppose. She's an artist, and we have a lot of beautiful pictures in the living room from her. So very important to have a hobby, to especially in this phase. We need to have an occupation, and the socializing part will come afterwards. Okay, that is my contribution today, and Natalie will give her views and her thoughts in her video.
Well, after rain for like 2 weeks maybe, or maybe not 2 weeks, close to 2 weeks, the sun is shining again. And I thought I'm gonna come to the park here in Caldas da Rainha for a walk and do a walk and talk. Rob already got his done, so it's my turn. So there might be some other people around, never mind. Let's see where we get on with. Yeah, I want to talk about is Portugal still the place to go? Meaning, is Portugal still the place where you should retire, where you should start a new life? Is it still the ideal retiring place, or even the ideal place for a family to start new? Especially if you're coming from the US and the UK, I imagine the weather and other issues, as we know, we don't want to get into that. You would want to live in Europe. And Portugal, because of the weather, I mean, it's November, it's beautiful. It can rain also, but at the end, the sun always comes out. And besides the weather, there comes issues, of course. With the weather, there come issues, of course. Issues like mold when it rains a lot, because of the standard of the house building is not exactly up to snuff. I'm not used to all this. Maybe in the 50s and 60s it might have been like that back then in Switzerland or Canada, but not anymore. So that's a big problem, is the mold, and I think Rob already talked about this. So, and then of course, I lived here for 2.5 years now, and in these 2.5 years, a lot has changed. House prices, the groceries bill, probably the energy bill is all rising. But of course, it's not just here, it's all over Europe like this. And I think in the States and in Canada, it's the same. So should we still stay here in Portugal because of all these changes? Or would it be better just to go back home? Because, yeah, the groceries cost almost the same. And some places, if you want the standard you're used to, you're gonna pay the same rent as I would pay in Canada or in Switzerland. If you want no mold, the new windows, nice appliances, everything works. heating, which most houses don't have. So would you rather go back home? Yeah, and it's a big question, because there is people that are going back home, whatever, the States or another European country, or they just move to another European country. And it's not just the prices, it's also the bureaucracy is still ridiculous. We're still trying to get some electricity figured out, and it's not happening. The people that work in the offices don't do their job. They don't push the buttons. They don't follow through with the paperwork. So, yeah, that does not happen in Canada or Switzerland. I know that. So are these all the reasons we should leave? I mean, one would think so. But, of course, in Portugal, the weather is still better than in those other countries. Going to Asia is not really, it's too Asian. I don't have anything against Asia. I have been to Asia, some beautiful islands and places, but the humidity there is way worse than here, and the heat, and then there's tornadoes and tsunamis, and the political issues that are arising there. There's also countries in Europe that might get more popular, like Croatia, Hungary. What else is there? What's that other country now? I can't remember. That's also very popular. Bulgaria. Again, there is no ocean, and the weather is not as nice. So no, I think for now, Portugal is still the right place to be. And we just have to wait and see about the prices and how we can deal with that. You just may have to, when you're retired and you only have a very small retirement fund, like as we have, then you have to find another way to make money. And of course, it's very difficult because you can't just go get a job. I mean, you can, maybe, if you're lucky, but the wage is so low that it's not going to make a big difference. You need some other creative ways of making money. So, but this summer we're gonna go travel a little bit. We're gonna go camping again through Europe. And maybe we'll find another place we also like. Who knows? Maybe we can do like a part-time thing here, time of the year, maybe in the summer, and somewhere else in the winter. Who knows? So we don't have to deal with the heating and the mold and that problem, because it is an issue and it's a little depressing. And I left Canada because it was too depressing for me in the winter with the snow and the cold, but this is still better. It's green. I mean, look, it's green. Canada, it's not green. It's probably snowing right now. It's cold. So there's chestnuts on the ground. So we'll see how that goes, the travel. I'm looking forward to it. Traveling around in the car, in a tent, checking out Europe. Because I haven't seen much of Spain, Italy a little bit, or France. I'm looking forward to that. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about all these problems? I mean, especially now the citizenship. Apparently you need 10 years now to be living in Portugal before you get citizenship, because a lot of Americans come here because if they want to change their citizenship or just get another one, a European one. There's some issues there now, so we just have to wait and see. But for now, it's okay. All the sunshine makes up for a lot of issues. The mold issues in their house, the electricity, the problems we have, the cold. If the sun comes out, it changes the mood. And in other countries, you don't have that. The sun may come out, but it's cold, and you can only stay outside for a few minutes, and you gotta go inside again in the winter. Well, talking about December and January, because in December and January, it's still also like this. it's not just November, October, no. Actually, the whole winter is like this. It rains for a while, and then after 2 weeks or a week, the sun comes back out, and it's 17 degrees like today. Yeah, so that's my story. Subscribe, like, share. Make sure you leave a comment. Your thoughts on Portugal. Do you live here? Are you Portuguese? One of them says go back home. It's better there because we maybe have some slight issues, bigger or smaller. Depends how you look at it. Yeah, let me know. Okay, subscribe. Watch these videos up here. Don't forget, we have a big event coming up next July. You should check out all the links below that you learn a little bit more how it is to, what it means to move to Portugal. What do you need to know? Okay, ciao.